Welcome back. This is Retirement News Online. So a 401k is an investment account to which most people begin contributing through an employer. Now this account allows you to dip your toe in the world of investments while saving money toward your eventual retirement. And many employers even offer 401k matches to encourage contributions from their employees. But when you leave that company, you may need to do a 401k rollover. Here to talk about this is an expert. My guest is Jim Mayer in Mansfield, Massachusetts. So Jim, thanks again for joining us. The three most common options are leaving the 401k with a former employer, rolling it over to a new 401k, or moving it to a self-directed IRA. In your mind, which is best?
Well, there really isn't a best solution. I think it's really up to the individual. And some of the pros and cons on each one of these decisions. First, if you leave it with your prior employer, you're limited to the investment lineup that prior employer offered in their plan. That may or may not be beneficial to you. You may have a low cost structure in that plan. Now with your new employer, you may like their plan option, you may like their investments, you may like their cost structure. You can roll that over into that new plan. You can always have the opportunity to leave it in your old plan. The ultimate inflexibility would be then to roll it into a self-directed IRA where you have an open fund lineup, where you can choose any investment that's offered by that IRA provider.
Jim, when rolling it over to an IRA, is a traditional or Roth IRA the best choice?
Well, for Roth IRAs, you really want to look at the tax rates, the marginal tax rates that you're in now versus what you believe you'll be in retirement. And so if you think that the tax rates are going to go higher in retirement, or you think you'll be in a higher marginal tax bracket in retirement, you may want to then consider converting to and rolling over to the Roth now. Any conversion to a Roth is included in your adjusted gross income for that current year. So you want to take advantage and understand where your marginal tax brackets are now versus later. If you think that you'll be in a lower tax bracket in retirement, you may want to wait and do your Roth rollover or Roth conversion when you're in retirement at your lower income bracket.
And Jim, what are some of the other important considerations here?
When you look at rollovers from a 401k, you have to understand that if you do not do a rollover from a qualified plan like a 401k, that income, those assets, that distribution will be taxable to you during that distribution year. So you always want to consider, you always want to do a direct rollover from your 401k, either to a new plan's 401k if you have a new employer, or to an IRA. Some of the things that you also need to consider is, do you have a Roth account in that 401k? Do you have after-tax contributions in that 401k? Finally, many 401ks for larger employers offer company stock, and there's special tax treatment on that company stock. So when you do a rollover, you really want to consult an expert in that area to help you understand the tax implications of doing a rollover, because you'll lose some of that tax benefit on the company stock. So you want to really talk to an expert in the field that can help you make the best decision for you.
Jim, thanks again for your time.
Thank you, Scott, for having me.
That's Jim Mayer in Mansfield, Massachusetts. Thank you for watching Retirement News Online.